Shane and I going out on the bay. Day started out pretty good, calm, weather was great, no wind. Just getting things together right here, and then we're gonna head out to our secret spot. I was throwing around the rock pile, and I had one bite in like half an hour, and so I decided to start playing with the white perch with the sabiki rig. I caught half dozen or so, and it's fun. I turned the volume off on the video because the wind started picking up, and I really can't stand watching videos with wind in the background. Very irritating. Here I'm just going to catch a couple white perch, and it was a good time, but the wind was starting to pick it up. Finally found the rock pile. It went from like 7 feet. I think it was shallow, even more shallow if you got closer to it. I just couldn't find it. I didn't have it marked on my GPS.
Got some. Probably catfish.
Shane turned into the catfish king, and I think he said he caught 5 total catfish, and that's the worst thing. But here you see me hooking into a rockfish, and I'll let you just watch the rest of it.
Oh, rockfish. You're kidding. No. You SOB. I'm glad it wasn't a catfish.
You SOB.
Yeah, I guess I am. Well, there's I found a shallow spot right here, like 7 foot, and I was trying to catch. I don't even know if I'm near it now. Not that big.
Still, man.
I was using that same color, that little green thing. You still stuck?
Stuck again.
Oh.
I can catch rocks and catfish. Rocks and catfish.
Yeah. That's good. You got that stuck in there, then you really wanted that. There you go. I'm going to measure him anyway. I'm going to measure him anyway. I don't think he is, though.
I don't think Shane saw this, but I actually caught 2 rockfish. About 15 minutes later, I looked into this one who had that disease where his head was too close to his tail, so I had to let him go. Started blowing a lot harder, and it started getting harder to stay on point, and it was just knocking the crap out of us. So we decided to go into a cove where we protected from the wind and the giant waves. This is us going across the points to get there, and as you can see, the waves are kicking the crap out of us. I've made it to the other side of the seawall, where, as you can see, the waves are a little bit less, but the wind is still blowing, and there was a bird that was really angry at me for some reason. He'll fly by. There he goes. So Shane stayed on the other side of the wall. He said he caught some white perch and some small stripers. We hung around here for an hour or so, and I didn't catch anything else. Marked a lot of fish on the fish finder, but there was nothing caught by me. We shot across the river to get away from some more waves and get into the cove. I headed to a park that was down there, and seeing if we could possibly get out that way, walk back to get our vehicles and come and get them back, but it didn't happen. I decided I was going to eat a sandwich while we were just messing around in the coves. A little skittish with the standing up and moving around in the boat. My cooler is way in the back, and sometimes the sodas or the waters or the sandwiches are just too far. I have to turn around in the seat to get them. We went further back into the cove, and there's a creek that went up to the park. We changed our tactics to see if we could come up with any snakeheads, but I didn't see anything move. We were throwing top water whopper ploppers. I didn't see anything. After messing around in the coves for a couple hours, we figured it'd be time to go back to the put-in point. I had to turn the camera around so you wouldn't see me screaming like a little girl. But this is the calm part right here, and it actually got a lot better than when we came into the cove. And I was thinking maybe the tide changed or something. It just seemed like the waves were a little bit smaller. But the best is yet to come. Closer we got to the bay area, then the bigger the waves got, and it just kept on growing and growing. That's Shane up in front of me. You see, he has paddles, and he has to paddle that whole length until we get back. See, the waves are getting bigger, and we haven't even made it to the main part of the bay. Coming up on that last point there before we make the bend to hit the straightaway to the pull-in point. It just got really bad after that. It was crazy waves breaking on us. My nose dipped into the water more than a couple times, and right there's
a lot
one
of water.
But you can see it. The wind was just tearing us up. But once we made the point, the waves calmed down a little bit, and we didn't have another problem until we actually got to the beach to bring our boats in, and the waves were crashing on the beach. It was a good day. Had fun. I caught some fish. Shane caught some catfish, and looking forward to doing it again.